Okay, do we have any public comments?
Sure. I have a question. Tiffany
Yes.
Clegg, I'm a resident of the Port District.
Yes.
I'm curious about the meeting that was held last week. I did not know that that was taking place, and I'm curious where I would have found notice of that.
It would have been advertised in the newspaper.
Which paper was that?
North Kitsap Herald.
North Kitsap Herald, okay.
I'd like to add that I've contacted the Herald and that they did not receive any such notice.
Is there a copy of it?
There is actually, we have a receipt from, in our email, having
The
a
paper,
draft
I guess I'll
copy of it.
change that and say, as of the conversation that I had with both the editor and the person who's in charge of those advertisements this afternoon, both of them said that they had not received notice.
Okay, yeah, no, we have a draft copy receipt back.
You should have the legal newspaper, right?
I'm sorry?
The newspaper that it was in, you should have a copy of that?
After we pay the bill, we receive it. We don't receive it beforehand.
No, but couldn't you see it in the paper? I mean,
I
I get
don't
the Herald and
subscribe
read
to it.
through.
It's a free paper.
I don't get it at my house, and I'm in a Poulsbo address. I just
Wait,
don't choose to
I get
subscribe
two.
to it. Well, Don, I should have got yours.
You should have got mine, that's right, but I did not read of any
I
meeting.
personally don't have it, and the port does not subscribe to newspapers. We get a copy of it when we pay for the ad.
Which is maybe why it hasn't run. If it wasn't paid for, maybe they're not running it.
I don't think so. Not-
Certainly this deserves checking on because from the newspaper source, they specifically stated that they had not received notice.
Did they also state that it had not run?
They were unable to find any record of it at all.
Besides the newspaper, it was also posted in 3 locations. One on the front door of this building, the Board of Commissioners' office, one at the public notice bulletin board at the head of the dock, and one at the notice board on C dock.
Which is good, but insufficient.
Do you know do you know when it was posted, by the way? Do you know when those notices were posted?
On the buildings?
Yeah.
They'd have to look at a calendar, but it went up as soon as we were directed that the meeting was going to be held.
Yeah, do you know when?
Who posted it,
I did.
and you don't remember when?
No, I don't.
If Kirk says he posted it, he posted it.
I have to go back and look at the calendar. I'm not going to sit here and try and quote a day and be misquoting what day I posted those.
Do we have a copy of the email that was sent to,
It's not on my computer because I didn't place the ad, but as soon as Melanie gets in tomorrow, I can ask her to do it because I don't have her password.
I didn't check the paper, but yeah. Generally, it's, you know, it's taken care of, but it wasn't a secret meeting, I mean, we had,
I'd be happy to, if you want to take a break for a minute, to call her and get her password and sign onto her computer.
okay, maybe we should do that.
Well, doesn't it have a copy
What do you,
All we need is a paper.
what's that?
All we need is the Herald.
The newspaper.
Well, you know, it's beyond our control, and now if we
They
contact
just
the
have to
newspaper,
provide notice.
we have to provide
They
notice.
have to provide notice to the paper.
We provide a notice to the paper in advance. And if the paper forgets to publish it, I'm not sure what we can do. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break while she calls.
The Brownton Sun.
Oh, this was the sign.
Because we couldn't get it, I looked at Melanie's notes, we couldn't get it into the newspaper in
Here.
time,
So put it in, it was in the sun.
in the Sun.
Okay. It was in the sun.
Yeah, and what day was it?
And December 28th.
What day was the meeting?
Oh, no, that was the, December 23rd. Get some sun, December 23rd.
The 3rd, 23rd.
Yeah, I guess I was looking at the advertisement that said December 28th. Time to do that. But there's the ad if anybody would like to read it.
Is there any particular reason that wouldn't have been placed in the Herald?
We use the Sun as our newspaper of record, just for the simple fact they're a little bit cheaper. And we get, typically when we place an ad, it's usually for an auction, for a boat, and we get a little more coverage if we go with this.
I guess we should restart the meeting.
Sorry, Matt, okay.
We'll restart the meeting. Okay, and for the benefit of all, I guess, and again, for 30 minutes, The ad was actually placed in the Kitsap Sun on December 23rd. And, yeah, and there was a copy of the ad that was, I guess,
That was the day it actually ran.
what's that?
That was the day it actually ran.
The day it actually, well, that was the day that we asked them to run it. Okay, and, let's see, when do they write?
There only has to
Steve,
be a
start date.
request, even if it's a
12/24.
weekly paper.
12/24.
There only has to be a request.
The date was 12/24.
12/24?
12/24, yeah,
Really?
yes.
That's amazing. And the meeting was when?
28.
Thank you.
For the meeting,
Thank you.
yeah.
Just a quick question.
Can I say
Yeah,
something as
sure.
a public person? I think that the question here is what actually happened, and we're kind of jumping forward to when everything got confused. I'm just a secretary, but I'm also a member of the public, and so I'd like to make a comment about what actually happened. And what actually happened was that according to procedure, you opened it to applications, and you got one. And they were not in the court district. And so they didn't even qualify, and at that point, this room wasn't full of people, and nobody seemed to care. And that's really
Yeah, yeah, good point.
and nobody was around. And Mr. Bockus is such an amazing and wonderful man, and the best person for this job. It's just,
What are votes for? What do we vote for in a republic?
okay.
We have a
but where
republic,
was
do we not?
everybody at the beginning of
Where,
this?
oh, wait. What happens on
know what I
November
just said?
15th?
Wait, this is not,
Did you
we're not in
follow what I
an
just
argument
said?
here. I will give each of you 3 minutes to say your piece. We'll continue on with, yeah, well, thank you for your comments.
Okay, well, the court asked for applications for the position, and they got one.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And then what were they to do?
Since that's been brought up, I'd like to speak to that. I've been-
Well, wait,
I'm sorry, but
right now,
you've allowed that comment to be made, and I'd like to
that
speak
was,
to it.
that was under public comments. We're still under public comments.
You respond to Commissioner Rutledge. Is this,
Sure.
Right now, we're under public comments. Do we have any other public comments?
Yes.
Yes, okay, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Linda Barrymore. I didn't come to speak, but I wanted to share an experience that we had at the city of Poulsbo. Because I think what you're, this is really complicated. And I have worked with Arnie and Tony, and I know Jim, and I have a lot of respect for all of them. But what I did want to share is that we had two situations in the past couple of years. When Becky Erickson won election, we had to replace her seat, and then when Dale Rudolph stepped down, and we had to replace a sitting council member. And what happened initially is when Dale Rudolph stepped down, is that we thought we were proceeding correctly. We got our applicants, we interviewed our applicants, and we're planning to vote with Dale voting, including Dale Rudolph, who had resigned, in the vote. And what we found out is that we had gotten it wrong. We had made an error. And that what our attorney advised us is that Dale Rudolph could not vote for his replacement. So what we had to do is we had to delay the whole thing. I know if you remember that incident, because there were a lot of people who had applied who were unhappy with us. We reopened the application because we suddenly had more time. And we had to wait to actually vote for Dale's replacement until after Dale had finished his term. And I'm not telling you what to do, but I do have a lot of respect for all of you. And I know that for us, we had initially, we were going down one path, and we found it necessary to correct it. And that's when we waited until after Dale Rudolph's term was up, and then we all voted, and Mr. Messer was appointed. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.